Welcome back to the Dethroning Your Inner Critic YouTube channel, where we are going to explore the unconscious patterns that keep us stuck and how to step into our limitless potential of who we really are. I'm Joanna Kleinman, and today we are diving into a truth that will shift the way that you see your life forever. So, the person coming to bring you to the next level of your life is not out there, it's you. Specifically, your future self. That's the version of you who already knows the power, the wisdom, and the completeness that have been inside of you all along. So, we're going to explore the journey from your conditioned inner critic self. That's the part of you that keeps feeling those same frustrations and fears and overthinking and worrying about the next disappointment, to your true authentic self. That's the part of you that's wise and confident, and the part of you that knows how to master your energy. So, we're going to talk about how your energy and your nervous system and your unconscious beliefs are shaping your reality, and how liberating the stuck energy of those old wounds is really the key to everything. So, we've been living in an illusion and we didn't know it. For most of our lives, we've been conditioned to believe that happiness and fulfillment and love and self love are things that we need to get from outside of ourselves. And we've been taught that if we just achieve the right things, or fix ourselves, or find the right relationship, or fix our relationship with ourselves, then we'll finally feel at peace. But that is the inner critic's game. So your inner critic is really your conditioned automatic mind. And that inner critic self was built to keep you safe, not fulfilled. It wasn't built by you, it was just built automatically. But it's the part of you that developed in early childhood as a survival mechanism. And it's in every single one of us. So it carries emotions and beliefs and reactions from past experiences and uses them to predict the future. Now, it's not bad. It's not a bad part of you. It's just trying to protect you. But here's where the illusion begins. We think that the reactions that our inner critic creates are us. And the truth is, it's just a part of us. So, have you ever noticed how the same situations keep triggering you over and over and over again? Like when somebody says that thing in that tone, and before you even realize it, you're defensive or you're shut down or you're angry. Maybe you keep repeating the same arguments, the same frustrations, the same emotional patterns. Maybe you replay arguments in your mind. But what you might not realize is that this is all energy. This frustration, this fear, this doubt, this overthinking, it's being stored in your nervous system. So your inner critic holds on to fear and anger and frustration like a clenched fist, and it's always ready to be triggered. So even when you think you've moved on, that gripping energy is running in the background. And it's exhausting because it means that you're constantly bracing yourself for the next emotional hit. And so the moment that you understand the difference between your inner critic self and your authentic self, everything changes. So instead of reacting in the same old ways, like maybe defensiveness or shutting down or getting angry or worrying or overthinking, you start responding from a completely different place. And that's a place of wisdom, a place of calm, a place of power. Because when you unhook from your inner critic's automatic reactions, you liberate all the energy that's been trapped in your nervous system for most of your life. Your triggers stop being obstacles or problems, and instead, they become fuel. They become opportunities to see exactly where your inner critic is holding on to old wounds, old beliefs, old fears. Now, this is where true transformation happens. So, I want to talk about 5 steps to mastering your energy and becoming your authentic self, because mastering your energy is really the key to everything. So, step number 1 is just to pause and observe. So, when you feel triggered, recognize that this is your inner critic. It's not your true self. So, instead of reacting immediately, take a breath and notice the tension in your body and ask yourself, what belief is running this reaction? Number 2, release the gripping energy. So your inner critic holds energy like that clenched fist. So when you're consciously relaxing your body, you drop your shoulders, you soften your jaw, you unclench your stomach. Now you begin to release the stored tension and free up energy for those higher states of being. Number 3, shift your focus. Remember, where attention goes, energy flows. So instead of giving attention and energy to your self doubt and your worry and your overthinking, you shift your attention to the energy of your authentic self, that part of you that's already calm, already confident, already whole. So, number 4 is that you use your triggers as that fuel. Every emotional trigger is really a guidepost that's showing you where your inner critic is still holding on to stuck energy. So, instead of avoiding triggers, when they show up, use them as the opportunity to practice unhooking from your old identity and stepping into a more empowered version of yourself. And step number 5, align your energy with your future self. So remember, everything is energy, including us. So instead of living in the energetic frequency of stress and fear and limitation, you can consciously shift into the energy of your future self, because that's your true authentic self. That's the version of you who already knows how powerful and worthy and whole you are. And that version of you is here right now. So you don't need to wait until your future to meet that version of you. That version of you is underneath your inner critic self. So you are the person that you've been waiting for. If you've been waiting for something or someone to change your life, stop waiting. You are the love you've been searching for. You are the teacher you've been looking for. You are the healer you've been hoping would show up. The person that's coming to take you to the next level of your life is you, your future self that exists right now. The version of you that has already walked through the doubt and the fear and the pain and has emerged wiser and stronger and more at peace. So, self mastery is not about controlling your life. It's about learning to work with your energy instead of being controlled by that energy. And when you master your energy, you master your reality. Because the greatest transformation isn't about changing who you are, it's about unhooking from everything that you are not. So I hope this episode cracked something open for you today. And if you're ready to dive deeper into this work, I invite you to take my free inner critic assessment. It is a powerful first step to unhook from the patterns that have been keeping you stuck. And you can find the link in the show notes or go to innercriticassessment.com. And if this episode resonated, please share it with a friend who needs to hear it. And until next time, keep unhooking from that inner critic and stepping into your incredible, unstoppable, true, authentic self. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode.